Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Tim at Vite, and today we are going to go through the Alaankwa Corsairs game start. I've seen some comments or references to Alaankwa on the internet, which is awesome. I have not seen anything about the Alaankwa Corsairs game start, so I thought, let's go over it today and see if maybe it's from a lack of knowledge. Tell you how to get started. So if you go into a new game, Alaankwa, the Alaankwa Corsairs, this game start, you cannot buy new ships. You can buy used ships through missions, and you cannot sell ships. You need to build your empire. You can do so with the player headquarters, but before you get to player headquarters, you can do so through carrier ships. So we start with a small fleet, as you can see. We have a TL and an M1. We also have some Jaguars and some trade ships, some M5s and trade ships. We start in Queen's Retribution. I have no more sectors explored. We also have no money. So the first thing you do when you start a new game is press the K key. You see this auto aim semi? That will change it to auto aim on. That helps your shooting. I have no idea why Ecosoft starts it on semi, but go ahead and turn that on. Second thing, go to controls, interface, and set a lot of these keys. Some of them they don't matter, but some of them do. You know, like the blueprint data scanner. You're going to need that for the Alaankwa Corsairs game start. I would also recommend setting cheat all the time to Shift S. So now you can save just by hitting Shift S without needing salvage insurance. It is technically a cheat, but I don't understand the point of salvage insurance in the first place. This tells you how to play the game. What we're going to go through is building ships. We're going to go through blueprints and the data scanner today. First things first, we need to make some money because our trade ships are going to require energy cells, correct? We only have 5,000, so we need to get more energy cells, and to do that we need more money. We're going to go into our errand. Actually, the easiest way to get money to start with is to sell the weapons you don't need. So we could move these Jaguars over and the Caimans over, the weapons into our errand and then sell them. I'm going to leave the Jaguar with their weapons for now, and we're going to just do the Caimans. So advanced freight exchange. See, they have these ion disruptors. We can move those over into the errand. We don't need the ion disruptors on our trade ships.
Ion disruptor transferred. Ion disruptor transferred. Ion disruptor transferred.
We now have 16 ion disruptors we can sell. The easiest way to do that is go into your errand, go to special and manage wares. Capacities. We know that we have some lasers to sell, right? So set group capacity to 0. This will sell all lasers. In this case we have 16 ion disruptors. We're going to go ahead and sell them. We also need to buy energy, correct? So set capacity. Let's say I want to keep 20,000 energy in stock. This will not buy 15,000 energy though, because the freight source is set to 0. So if we go to freight sources, energy, set it to buy. When we go back to capacities, now you can see we're going to buy the energy cells. And we're going to sell 16 ion disruptors. So set this Caiman. Because his home base is set to my errand, any dockware commands will go to the home base, correct? So if I wanted to change the home base, I could, but we're going to set it to errand, and we're going to go into dock agent. So this is the dock agent for the home base of errand, and we're going to sell.
Command accepted.
So now he's going to sell my ion disruptors. And for the purposes of this video, I have him set to sell them immediately. Normally, you have to wait. There's a waiting period for new agents to sell. But for the purpose of the video, he goes off and sells immediately. While he's doing that, we're going to set a Jaguar to explore the universe.
Command accepted.
And so let's see, we're selling to get some money. You could also explore the universe. You could find salvage. You could attack ships. You could trade. There are plenty of ways to try to make money. I find that selling the weapons that we don't need at the beginning is a great way to make some early cash. I'm also going to talk about recycling ships. So I don't need the Osiris right now. I can get a ton of supplies for recycling from that. So if we go into special manage mothership, this is our factory production for our Aaron. We have recycling bay, hangar bay, and production bay. So hangar bay, we could actually paint our Osiris a different color. Let's say we wanted it to be blue. I don't know if it allows it to be blue or not. Oh, it did. It changed the color of the Osiris. The Osiris doesn't have a great paint job scheme from Egosoft, so you won't notice much difference, but it is blue now. However, and you can produce lasers, missiles, shields, or ships. Notice that I can only produce Caimans or Jaguars, but I have a blueprint of 3 out of 3. That's because I started with these ships. I also have blueprints for the Osiris and the M1, but I can't build them right now because the Osiris is taking up the docking port. I'm going to recycle that Osiris. He's going to undock. I don't even think we can stop him.
Command accepted.
Ship recycled. So yeah, you can't even stop him to get your supplies back, which is as we want. So now, if you go into Manage Mothership, you'll notice that I can produce an Osiris and an Aaron M1, right? Because my docking ports are open. However, I don't have enough supplies for them. So we can make another Caiman or another Jaguar. Let's go ahead and produce a Caiman, just so you can see what it looks like when we produce a ship. And the reason I can produce that, in case I didn't make this clear, by recycling we got these microchips, computer components, ores, quantum tubes, silicone wafers, right, out of the recycling job. Well, on the production, it requires those components to make a ship. So because we recycled, we then have the components. We could also buy them by going into Manage Wares, Mothership. See, now I have the capacity for everything that Mothership requires. Food for the lasers, tech warheads for the missiles, and here's the ship manufacturing. And we can set the capacity for each one of these. Right now, because we added them, it will be selling them. So that's not what we want, right? So let's go ahead and set group capacity of max. Now, even though we haven't set the freight source to buy, so it's not going to buy any, but it's going to keep all of these. If we get them, we're going to keep them, and that way we can use them. Let's let our ship trade here. It's almost ready to dock. Okay, so now we should have some money. Look at that. We just sold all those ion disruptors. So now we can start a buyer because we have some money.
Command accepted.
He's going to go buy energy cells for us. And there he goes.
Tri-beam cannon forge. Alpha.
So we're buying energy cells. We're selling unnecessary lasers. We also technically have some shields that we don't need. So if you look in your errand, we have these 200 megajoule shields that we got off of recycling the Osiris. So we could get rid of those. Manage wares. Capacities. Shields. 0. So now we're going to sell 8 200 megajoule shields. You might be like, well, what about the 2 gigajoule shields, the 6 of them we have equipped in the Aeron? So if you look at the Aeron, see, we have these shields equipped. Well, dock agents, because of Alaankwa, will not sell shields that are equipped. So we don't have to worry about it selling off these shields here. Shields that are equipped from the home base. Alright, what else do we have? I think that covers all the basics on how to get home bases to buy and sell supplies, how to assign ships to them to do so, how to recycle ships, paint ships, you can upgrade ships, all kinds of things you can do. The next step, let's get some blueprints here. So Ship Compendium Plus, green means that I have 3 out of 3 blueprints. If it were purple, that would mean I would have not the full blueprints. 3 out of 3 blueprints means it's the most efficient. Every time you scan a ship, you get a chunk of a blueprint, a partial blueprint. When you scan a ship 3 times, you get the whole ship unlocked, and you can then build it in the player headquarters, or you can build it for normal price in a carrier. If you have fewer than 3 blueprints, which is okay, it just means that the ship costs more because you don't know the most efficient way to make it. And so you could still build ships that don't have the most efficient blueprints. And this is all explained in the pop-up at the beginning, the message at the beginning of the game. So we're going to find a ship nearby. I don't know if we can catch up with the octopus. I'm switching into a Jaguar. Let's make this my personal ship. Additional ship commands. Color ship name. Player. And ST adds the name of the ship after star ST. So it's player Jaguar, and we're going to set it to blue. There I am. These are going to
Autopilot activated. Command accepted. Command accepted.
Alright, I've got a fleet following me. I totally set the wrong one to player though. That's kind of funny. That's okay though.
Command accepted. Autopilot off.
All right. Let's find a ship here. Here's one.
Autopilot activated. Boron weapon transporter.
All right.
Autopilot activated.
I have to get him down to 7% shields or we can't scan him. Hopefully my ships will help attack him and bring him down.
Target left firing range.
Maybe I need to do this manually.
Your aggression is hopefully a mistake, pilot.
You have gained recognition.
Born peaceful, but not unarmed. You have a chance for peace. Our weapons will now defend against.
Alert. Missile closing.
They might destroy
You
me
have
here.
lost recognition.
Alright.
You have lost recognition.
We're going to get him down to below 7%. We are now scanning. Keep him below 7%. Alright, blueprint acquired, 1 out of 3.
Docking granted. Autopilot activated.
Wow, that was interesting. Uh-oh. I died. Haha! Well, we got 1 out of 3. So the 1 out of 3 shows that we now can make the ship, just not very efficiently. I believe that's all I wanted to show. I wish I could have shown a little more, but as you can see, it's a dangerous universe out there. So good luck with this game start.